Hello everyone, welcome to The Midnight Gang by David Walliams, and we're up to chapter 10. We've just left Tom down in the basement looking for the rest of the children from the children's ward, and someone's put a hand on his shoulder. As you can see, we've got a very noisy visitor up above us. So here we go, chapter 10, Rabbit Dropping Roulette. "What are you doing down here?" came an angry voice. It was George. Alongside him were Amber and Robin. Tom turned round and Amber and George immediately collapsed in hysterics. Ha ha ha! In no time, both were helpless with laughter. "What's so dreadfully amusing?" asked Robin. "Pray tell." "Yes, what is so hilarious?" demanded Tom. He had the distinct feeling they were laughing at him. "It's your pink frilly nightdress!" Ha 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 ha! laughed Amber. "It's not mine," protested Tom. "Oh, I see," said Robin. "Well, I don't see," he added, patting the bandages over his eyes. "But you know what I mean. Robin, if you could see him, you would have a good laugh," added George. "So how frilly exactly are we talking here?" asked Robin. "Well," began Amber, "there are layers of frills, like on a wedding cake." Robin must have created an image in his head, because he giggled to himself at the thought. "Oh dear me, ha ha ha!" "Shut up, the three of you," shouted Tom angrily. "Yes, you boys, no more giggling," said Amber, even though she was the one who'd been giggling the loudest. "Look, Tom," began George, "we asked you something. What are you doing down here?" "I was following you," replied Tom. "What are you doing down here?" "We're not saying," replied Amber. "Now go back to bed, annoying little twit." "No, I won't," replied Tom. "Get back to bed," added George. "No," replied Tom defiantly, "I won't." "I'd slap you if I could see where you are," fumed Robin. "Count yourself very lucky, ducky." "I'll snitch on you all unless you let me come too," said Tom. The other three were stunned into silence. One thing that was looked down on at Tom's boarding school was snitching. Despite the brutal atmosphere at St. Willet's, snitching on other boys to the teachers was forbidden, even if they had put a trifle in your shoes, flushed your homework down the toilet, buried all your pairs of underpants, crammed you into your own locker, put a huge hairy spider in the bottom of your bed, made you eat pongy rugby sock with some cheesy foot shavings sprinkled on top, painted your nose blue in your sleep, tied your shoelaces to a tree and left you dangling upside down, put glue on your tennis racket so as to stick it to your hand forever, mix rabbit droppings in with your chocolate drops from the tuck shop, then force you to eat all of them in a sick game of rabbit dropping roulette. So Tom never liked to snitch, or even threatened to snitch, but in this moment he felt he had no other option. "You better let me come too, or I'll shout and scream and wake up the whole hospital right now," said Tom. "I don't think anyone will hear us down here," remarked Robin. He had a point. "All right then, I'll take the lift, go up to the ground floor, and I'll shout and scream and wake up the whole hospital in just a couple of minutes." It didn't have quite the same punch, but fortunately it did the trick. The other three started talking. "You can't come, because where we're going is top secret," said Amber. "What's the secret?" asked Tom. "We have a secret gang," said Robin. "Whatever you do, don't tell him it's called the Midnight Gang," said George. "The Midnight Gang!" exclaimed Tom. And we'll find out what the Midnight Gang get up to in chapter 11 tomorrow.